Welcome. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day that taps onto this reading. I feel like my arms are a little bit dry. I feel like if you have dry skin and you don't want to wear lotion, I mix this together myself, and it's half castor oil and half jojoba oil. And then I add just a little bit of olive oil in it to like kind of cut it, because like castor is really thick. And jojoba is awesome oil. I'm not going to lie. It's nice and thick, but it is the best. It coats your skin so nicely. And then I put some frankincense in there. It's beautiful. I just feel really dry right now, which is weird because I didn't feel dry all day until suddenly now I feel dry. All right, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If it doesn't resonate, don't worry. We might do a couple readings today. I'm not sure. We'll see what Spirit's got to say. Ooh. That looks like Mercury. Yeah. No. Yeah. Mercury, Cancer, and 8th house Scorpio energy, I believe. Yeah. Double water. Okay, so communication coming in, that's going to change something and possibly move you forward. Like, Chariot doesn't always mean movement forward. It can sometimes mean like the actual hermit crab, you know, something comes out, communicates with you. I'm like all of a sudden thinking, you know how fast a hermit crab moves? Like, it's ridiculous. They can move at like the speed of light. Scorpio energy, death energy, slow, but then Mercury, that's happening now. Yeah, not today in reverse, which makes me feel like it's going to happen. Getting Uranus energy, even though there's absolutely no Aquarius here, I'm getting there is something happening quick. If it's not today in reverse, makes me feel like it is going to be today. There's separation and acts, break up. Separation, stop the pattern, sadness, missing you, thinking about you. Oh, my chest just released. Oh, my sternum just started hurting. Which I feel like is like I feel like that would be like a shot to the heart or something. Like, jeez. Oh, fucking empath for you. I can feel everything you fuckers go through. Okay, soulmates. Partnership, agreement. Soul contract. Coffin. Damn. Coffin in reverse, which makes me think like, no, I think I'm going to take it upright because that is death. That's the transition. Like if it is in reverse, it could have like a dual meaning, which could possibly say something like, God damn, my neck all of a sudden. Like, what, did you people sleep wrong last night? What is happening to my body? I feel like I'm getting beat up all of a sudden. Like my neck hurts. I'm getting punched in the sternum. Codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block. Wow. Okay, so the easiest thing that I can say in this situation is collective is dealing with somebody. They're going to get communication quick from somebody here that was possibly banished from your life. Dead and gone. The old me's dead and gone. Dead and gone. Ooh. Somebody might have had a huge transition. And they want to, oh, there's that sternum again in my neck. God damn it. What is happening to this person? Like, same with the dry skin. I did not have dry skin until all of a sudden I started this reading. My skin has been dry, okay? My skin is always quite moist, to be honest. Then all of a sudden my skin is dry. Now all of a sudden I'm getting punched in the sternum again. And then my neck starts hurting. Like, somebody's got to take care of their body. Like, holy crap. Like, I know I take care of my body because this is not my body. This is not me. Okay. So now we have coffee cup on the bottom of the deck. I feel like, I don't know. You might have, like, I don't know. This person might have had, all of a sudden had, like, heart problems or something. Something might have happened to their heart. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe something happened to them. So, and like, you don't know about this. And so the life they used to have doesn't happen anymore. You know, I'm getting Lemmy from Motorhead. He, once he was diagnosed with, I think, liver cancer, I think it was, he used to love Jack and Coke. It was Jack and Coke, every day, Jack and Coke, all day, Jack and Coke. And then the doctors are like, you can't drink anymore. You're going to die. So guess what he started doing? Drinking vodka and orange juice. That's a true story, by the way. You can look that up. And it's hilarious because it's like, that was your solution? Vodka and orange juice? Really? Hilarious. Okay, I feel like this, and maybe that's this too, you know, like, we're all gonna die one day. You might as well fucking enjoy it. Okay, there's abundance. Positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. So if this person was trying to manifest like a sober life or a different life, they did that. They definitely did that. And then maybe you were the one in the past, okay, that they couldn't date, okay. You were the one in the past that now they've got, maybe they see like they have like more in common with you now because they are sober, right? So now you're not so weird looking to them, or, you know, they're more athletic now, or they're, you know, they have a different lifestyle now that could possibly be more like the lifestyle that, you know, you have, which obviously you've kind of carried with you. And they feel like, I don't know, maybe they're going to apologize about something or liberate themselves in some way from you. They're going to, you know, tell you what the heck happened to them or something like that. I don't know. It's like it's something positive coming through. Break the separation, break the silence. Like, I feel like that's what they're saying. They're the ones that have to step up, you know, and tell you, or unless you're the one that's got, you know, you really fucked up or something. There's the High Priest and the Page of Wands in reverse. I feel like this is, oh, there's that sternum pain again, and then just happened in my hand too. Now I'm getting a hand cramp. I don't know if something like this person does as like a job, they get hurt all the time, Because, like, I feel like I'm just getting beat up right now. Okay, so it's like weird pains. Ow! God damn it. High priest. Like, they don't want to just come, they don't want to aggressively come at you. You know, they want to, I feel like they lied to you. So they have to make amends with that. They want to make amends with that. There's the Emperor. Maybe they felt like they couldn't be what you needed. Again, some people, honestly, they put so much pressure on themselves for other people to try to become better for other people that they don't realize that by becoming better for somebody else, you're becoming better for yourself at the same time. People always want to say that other people are trying to change them, or other people are trying to, like, if other people really love you, or whoever these other people are, if they truly love you, then yes, they would want you to do good with yourself, you know. And if you're all like negative Nancy and you don't care and you just want to be nasty, then you don't want to take the good energy. But I feel like this person, I don't know, they had to change their mindset about something that possibly they couldn't do in the past. I don't know, they learned something. This high priest, maybe they want to, I don't know, make a commitment now, go on a journey now, learn something, teach something. They want to, I feel like they want to stop lying. Like, they can't be the emperor that you want them to be, but they know that they can because they are one. So what do you have to do with it? You know, like, this person is just putting way too much pressure on themselves, but I feel like that's the pressure that made the bridge break. And, you know, thus revealing that it couldn't hold you anyways. So how can you make a life on a bridge that can't sustain your lifestyle? Obviously that bridge was going to collapse, that lifestyle was going to collapse, that relationship was going to collapse. So you walked away, you ended it, and, you know, you both, I feel like whoever you were dealing with, I feel like they put up more of a fight than you did with this whole, like, sobriety thing. And I'm not saying that they're 100% sober, because I can't say that for sure that they are, but there's something about their life that they changed because of this heart problem or something. Because there's something going on with their heart. Maybe they're watching all their friends fucking die. You know, you get past 40, you guys can't do that shit anymore. Like, it's not fun and games anymore. It's gonna fucking kill you. 7 of Pentacles. Maybe they put a lot into their work. Maybe they put a lot into their work. They started working. That could have been what kept them sober. 9 of Wands, High Priestess, 10 of Wands. It's almost like they knew that I don't know, they knew that one day they were going to have to move on. They got the message that everything that glitters isn't always gold, you know, that lifestyle that looks oh so fresh and so clean. Everybody's got to move on eventually, whether it's death that takes you or death that transitions you, right? Death has a lot to do with it. That's like leaving a life behind and knowing, because, like, you can't fight for your life every day, all day, 24/7. That's not, you're going to get exhausted, right? But if you're around the wrong people for you, then you will absolutely have to fight for your life all the live long day. So the High Priestess gets rid of the addiction inside, that knows that the addiction is the thing that's holding on to the life that is keeping the coffin open. You got to shut that coffin and fucking walk away or jump in it, you know? And whatever this heart pain is, like, I mean, I can still feel it. It feels like tightening of the chest or something. And, like, I get that because of my boobs, okay? So that's not, you know, I think why this person would get it. I mean, maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe you have to massage your chest. Like, because energy that just sits there like that. It needs to be moved. It needs to be massaged. Maybe somebody needs a good massage. I don't know. Somebody's body's fucked up, though. I can tell you that, because I can feel it. Hangman, Hermit, Ten of Swords. So there's the Hermit energy, where I said that hermit crab energy with Cancer, even though it's the Hermit, would be, which is kind of Virgo energy. Somebody's been hanging in something simply to find their own light. That's the thing. So maybe this relationship was kind of AKA put on hold, right? Just in case, because this person, I don't know, they needed to almost die and come back. They needed to liberate themselves. Again, this liberation, I don't know, they needed to figure out who their friends were and who their foes are, right? Who they can trust, who they can't trust, what they've been hanging in, right? Five of Cups, Seven of Cups, Four of Cups, Seven of Cups. Somebody's confused. I don't know, confused about who to pick, confused about which direction, confused about what they want, what they should take, what they shouldn't take. So, and unfortunately, I feel like you were somebody that got left behind in this relationship, whatever this is. Okay, so take what resonates, obviously, like I said, and I feel like there's something coming back around. This stagnant energy is going to break up. And this person is finally going to get pushed towards you. And not forcefully pushed towards you, but they're going to get, I think, kind of persuaded towards you this time. Which is good, because I think they're finally ready, they've been sitting in the background for long enough. They don't have to sit in the background anymore. It's like they're punishing themselves, punishing themselves for things that happened between you guys, and now maybe they don't want to punish themselves anymore, which is so lovely. It's good when collective knows that people don't want to hurt themselves anymore for the things that they did to you, right? Just to admit that they did something wrong. Why don't you just admit that you were wrong? Stop torturing yourself. Oh, I'm getting that song by David Gray. If this is love, it'll last. Oh, wow. Yeah. This is love, it'll last. Okay, incoming, the Book of Answers with the spider and the switch around. I almost feel like there's an answer coming in. Life over death, cemetery gates. So I almost feel like something that possibly collective thought was dead and gone or gone really isn't. Then there's two sides, dead end. Okay, so this was so weird. I watched this movie today. It was super cute. It's called The Finest Kind, and it's this fisherman movie with Ben Foster in it. And I'm pretty sure I died on the sea. So fish movies or like ocean movies, I don't know, they get to me. So I've turned this fucking movie on the other day, and it keeps coming up in my head. And they keep saying Ben Foster, and I'm like, oh, I love Ben Foster. I'm not gonna lie. one of my favorite roles that I ever watched him in is that movie with that when that kid gets kidnapped. And it's like a true story. And it's his little brother that gets kidnapped because he owes Johnny Truelove money. Oh my God, what is that movie called? Anyways, I've loved Ben Foster since then. Okay. And this movie kept coming up. And I don't know why, but obviously it's here. Okay. The message about good old BF, okay, is here. So this movie, the whole point, I guess, the afro that is coming up with this movie is in the movie, he is the captain of the ship, and they're fishing right by Canadian borders, and he jumps the border to fish on the other side where he's not supposed to, and the Coast Guard catches him. And his boat gets impounded, their whole catch gets impounded, everything, and it's like $100,000 to get the boat back from the impound. And it's Ben's boat. Like, he works for a company. Oh yeah, and it's the beginning of the movie. His boat goes down. Oh my God, that's really what it is. Okay, so I'm sorry. I jumped to the middle of the movie because I forgot that the beginning of the movie is that he has his own boat, and the fucking shit, it goes down. Okay, the company doesn't take care of it. The engine goes, boom, boat goes down. Next day, Ben's dad, which is AKA, I was going to just say Johnny Truelove. Tommy Lee Jones is his dad in it, and he just comes out of the blue with this new shit, with this boat, and he's like, fish on my boat. There's obviously a backstory there, but it was like, okay, he literally the day before went down in a boat, like ship to shore call, we're going down, everybody needs to abort. And to the next day, being the captain of a ship again. It's just like, boom, boom. Like, what the fuck? Like, this goes down and I get another job all of a sudden? Yes. Sometimes that is correct. Sometimes that is the answer, right? That something dies and you think, I can never get that back yet. How am I going to get that back again? Like, I'm looking at $100,000-$200,000. Like, that's not just something that you can just pull out of your ass, okay, and get back again. And then suddenly it's there. And then with the plane, it's kind of like, that means that to me, that would mean that something is coming in. Okay. There's a message incoming. That's why I did the card that way. It's not going out, it's coming in. Okay. Incoming message, incoming, receiving. And then the trap. And I almost feel like something gets trapped in this. I don't know. This could be. Now I feel like this is like some type of drug movie where the drugs get impounded at the border or something like that. So I don't know, maybe that happens. Maybe, somebody loses their license. Maybe something happens and you get the job because of it. There's a dead end here, which means somebody can't go forward. So use the analogy like where it makes sense if it does, but it seems like you could benefit off somebody else's misery really soon. And I know that sounds bad, right? It sounds awful, but I mean, what are you supposed to do? Not like it. There's not going to be any protest about it. Nothing, there was nothing like, nothing illegal about it happened that's going on with you. So why the fuck would you care how you got the, money or the job or right? Like, why would it matter to you? It shouldn't anyways, because I mean, let's be real. You're the only one that's on your side. So don't go picking other people's sides that you don't even know about. You know what I mean? There's the Blair Witch, the sperm donor, and signs. So there's, honestly, the way that I see it, a lot coming in for somebody. A lot. Okay? And it's almost could kind of be, it almost could feel like witchcraft because of how much stuff comes in. All right? And like whatever this is, I mean, I can't say it enough that it's an analogy. So it's not how I'm saying it. That's how it's going to be in real life. How it turns out in real life is up to you if it resonates, right? But, and I mean, a lot of times we don't find out how we get jobs or how they become available. Sometimes through the grapevine, we end up hearing, hey, like, how did this job become available? Like, why am I here all of a sudden? Sometimes we do find out. Okay. But put it this way, when you get this job, if this is a job, okay, you're not going to know how you got it. And probably so then you do take it, right? Like if it was a dangerous situation, Spirit will let you know it was dangerous, and it wouldn't even be available to you. Okay, it wouldn't even come up. If it's for collective doesn't get put in dangerous situations, and if they do, they get guided out of them quick. Okay, if they're going to get hurt, because obviously we need to be around. Okay, so there's something that's coming in that's going to be abundant. There's going to be a lot of it, which is the turnaround, because somebody gets caught at the border, you know, and they're driving the plane that you now get to commercially drive, you know, for people and not drug muling or something. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I watch a lot of drug related movies, so I feel like all of a sudden this is like somehow drug related. I don't think it is, but I mean, if it is, just know that, like I said, people do very petty things for money. And I'm glad that came out, because I'm a little bit like, where is this reading going? That's where it's going. People do very petty things for money. And then that leaves collective with the door open, because they're the ones that took the job on collective to begin with, because they probably lied on their resume. Okay. They pushed you aside. Honestly, my sister and I were at the grocery store the other day, and this line just appeared, and you know, and it's just like the grocery store is just backed up, and then all of a sudden this person comes back from their shift and they go, open, and she looked right at us. Tell me how this old ass man, okay, charges in front of my sister and I from a line across the way and goes, I'll be quick. And my sister and I just looked at him. We were like, fucking go. Honestly, I can't allow petty shit to hurt or to affect me like that. But really, did you just push around two girls to get a spot in the grocery line? Like, really, old ass man? Oh, and then he was like clenching his ass cheeks. I was like, what the fuck? What is happening? Like, I don't understand what's going on with people. Because I don't know why all of a sudden people have to fucking, you know, butt in line and act like assholes, you know, as if they're the only ones in this world. But they're always going to be around. Okay, that's why we can't really do about those people. We get put up against those people so many times, we can't do anything about it, which is why when they do get fired because they're full of shit, we get the job afterwards. Okay, that's what ends up happening. And sometimes that business can go through 2 or 3 or 4 different frauds before you get the job. And then sometimes they'll even look at you like you're the fraud. And you're like, really? You fucking kidding me? Because they just got frauded 3 times in a row, you know? Even though you applied for that job a million times and didn't get it. They kept pushing your resume aside. Okay? Because again, like there is, I don't know, some type of like weird witchcraft here, okay? And now I have the girl with the ghost beside her and the Conjuring, which I do feel like those would be 2 major cards to indicate a haunting. Somebody being haunted. Okay. And bullies, really, because in the Conjuring, the, you know, Bathsheba, that is the main demon, right? Well, she sacrifices herself to Satan to declare her love. And then she haunts the land for Satan punishing her for, I don't know, doing God knows what, probably for killing her kid, thinking that that was a good thing to do. So she gets banished to the land, and then she starts bullying everybody on the land to do what she did, so then they get in trouble too. Okay, so be careful with your surroundings and where you're at, because you might have somebody that, you know, starts to do something and it's against the law, you know, and they're like, well, it's okay, everybody does it. Just because everybody does it doesn't mean that you need to do it, right? Like, I don't want to say, like, you know, and it's not going to be one of those things where I feel like you're going to look like a loser or something like that because you're the only one that doesn't do this thing. But consider yourself like, I wouldn't do it, you know, like, I mean, it is so hard to find a job, and then to see how how people are, because they might show you one side of themselves where they do steal and they do sneak things home, but what they don't show is that they email and message the manager all night and they kiss his ass and they show up early and bring the manager coffee. They don't show that side of themselves. Okay, they show the side that steals. Well, yeah, they steal because they have the manager like fucking in their back pocket. Okay, so but you only see the one side, not the kiss ass side, because people, I mean, in my years of seeing kiss asses, they usually don't really do it in front of other people because they don't want to get made fun of. They don't want to be the only one that's kissing the manager's ass. They want to be the one that makes fun of the manager, or they kiss the manager's ass right in front of everybody. They turn around, manager walks away, and then they're the ones that say the little, oh, look at that, oh, you know, there's some little fucking smirk behind his back or limerick behind his back. So then you think, oh, okay, you know, he is like us or she is like us, and she really doesn't like management, but she does. She's still, you know, sucking cock in the manager's office. So irregardless, don't play with people suddenly somewhere thinking that they're not breaking the rules and you know, being kiss asses at the same time, because they are. What are we at? 32:49. Okay, I feel like I'm going to do one more reading, and then I might call it quits. It's a little hot here again today, so I'm right in the middle of this movie right now that I've never watched before. It's called Killing Me Softly. I never watched it before, so it's really funny. So I love Brad Pitt when he can be funny. He is the best actor. He's really funny in this movie. So I'm going to continue watching that and then do some personal readings. So I kind of have a little bit of a booked schedule. So I'm going to do this and then shimmy off. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I bet you there'll be some type of affirmation from that movie in some type of reading tomorrow. Guaranteed. It's a funny movie. Oh, okay. Clear the energy. Here we go. Did you just see that? Those cards flew way over here. Oh. Okay. These cards flew down. Oh, now it's getting hot. Okay. 5 of Cups, the Emperor. 4 of Cups, the World. The Daughter of Wands. What's this? The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, no, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so starts off with a pretty sad person. Okay, does that horse look happy? No. Okay, but there's this emperor. Maybe it's the emperor that's super sad because he's all by himself and, you know, hanging out all by himself. And I can't help but see like all the black and white. Like it's just black and white. But then there's like this little pitch of light in the corner. That sunshine that comes out. That is 4-5, by the way. Double 4, 4-4. Okay, and then the 4 of Cups. It's like people take advantage of the Emperor. They try to make the Emperor sad. It's like the Emperor looks sad enough already, okay? Fuck this fucking thing. What? Who is this? Who's this? I don't know. This is somebody. Being a little fucking dirty ass rat. The sisters are walking around over there fucking making all this goddamn noise. There's the World. And then the Daughter of Wands, Page of Wands, and then the Ace of Pentacles. It makes me feel like somebody had to compromise, you know, to this rat, to give this rat what they wanted. Or it's like they couldn't pass, you know? They couldn't get to the safe zone if they didn't, like this rat is like blocking this emperor from getting to this world, to being done with it. I don't know, maybe this rat is like some alimony wife or something like that, take something, but they take emotion. I don't see any money. It's emotion. It's like they're taking what they want. You know, maybe this person takes advantage of your heart or takes advantage of you, you know, and never leaves you with anything. And the World is like, that's done. Like, because they can't see you give to this rat anymore. Like, you're this beautiful horse, and they're a rat. Like, they'll take anything. And it really sucks because it kind of means that you fell in love with a rat. And they probably weren't a rat when you fell in love with them, but they turned out to be. You know, I never saw rats in my life until I moved to this city. It's not really a city, but it's like a little tiny town. And I was taking the dog for a run back in the day, and in the woods, in the forest. And I was driving down this where the stream is, and I see this thing jumping across the street. And if you've ever seen a rat, they do look like a squirrel, but just without the bushy tail. So I was like, hey, look, my sister was probably with me. Somebody was with me. And I was like, look, that squirrel's got no fur on its tail. And then I was like, wait a second. I think that's a fucking rat just running across the street. Anyways, that's my story of the day. It fucking creeped me out. Like, why are there rats running across the goddamn street? Like, what the fuck? But the forest is right there. So, like, I mean, I get it. But poor houses across the street from the forest. Like, I mean, we had rats here for, like, almost a year. They've been gone for a while. I want to say, like, they've been gone for at least a year. But it's because they did all this construction in this vacant field. And the rats were living there, and they had nowhere to go. So they flooded the houses all around this construction zone. So we got ratted for, like, a while. But they haven't been around for a long time now. So, I don't know, maybe that's the analogy of the rat in your life. Maybe they really haven't been around for a while, or the work is done, and that's why the wheel's here. It's like the construction's done, you know, and this rat can find somewhere to go now, or it's just going to get, you know, in trouble and get trapped. But I feel like I feel better with the World there. Okay, because maybe that's a divorce finalized, or you finally do your last payment because they meet somebody else. And, you know, because I'm pretty sure alimony is like 10 years, right? Or they get married. You have to give them money for a while, okay, if they're broke. I don't know, because America and Canada are different, obviously, right? But, like, I don't know what the laws are in the States, but here it's like, back in the day anyways, it was 10 years. You had to pay alimony to your spouse for 10 years unless they got married and or got, like, some career advancement or something like that, started making more money, than the dude or wife wouldn't have to pay anymore. Okay, so maybe this is like the ending of the court proceedings, or, you know, you're going to prove that they don't need as much money as what you're giving them because they're getting their nails done every day with it anyways. So, like, it's just money down the drain. Okay, and look what I'm fucking holding. BTW, the moon with the wheel. I knew the wheel was coming. Remember I said, oh, the wheel, because I thought the wheel was this. Because, like, look, it does look like a wheel, but I forgot the wheel in this deck doesn't really look like a wheel. It's more the moon in the background. But then the world showed up, which is also a wheel. So we got 3 wheels, okay, that just graced us with their fucking pleasure. Okay, so I feel good about that. Because I feel like once the world is done, once this cycle with the rat is done, then the Page of Wands can do what they will. And that turns the wheel, which gets this Ace of Pentacles going, which somebody can't see because it's hidden in the moon's energy. Oh my God, look how I did this too. See that Emperor, he's like hanging out all by himself. Okay, look at what happens all of a sudden. 1 becomes 2, and where they're black, they become white. I find that nothing less than extraordinary that I put them like that too. It means that whoever this Emperor is, they get somebody else. What's behind this Wheel of Fortune? Wow, okay. So behind this Wheel of Fortune, we have the 9 of Wands, we have the 10 of Swords, and we have the 2 of Cups. Which is, again, this fucking moon card where 1 becomes 2. And then again with this, you know what I was saying? That little bit of light in the corner that is all like basically the only thing that this Emperor can see. Look. Hey, Danny. What's in the middle of that? That little thing that he can see becomes the seed of everything. It almost like grows him the tree that then stands beside him. Look at educate to liberate. I, in the beginning of this reading, said the word liberate probably 5 times. So that's an affirmation for liberate yourself from the beginning of this reading. Oh. Irony. Is this channel? Okay. Anything else? Oh, look at that. I can't lie. We got the Ace of Cups just like fucking just poking out from the deck. Okay. And then look what's on the bottom of the deck. The 7 of Swords, which means this has been hidden from you. Okay. There's, some information. There's judgment and strength. Wow. Look at this. Strength, judgment, High Priestess. And okay, I've been singing this other song all day today. Easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. Okay, I've been singing it all day. And I actually don't like the Faith No More version. I like the other version, the older version. I was singing it all day. Okay, and I'm hearing it in my head. So that's gonna be the theme of the reading. And it always, I was getting high this morning while I was doing all my work. And I was singing that part, I want to get high, while I was getting high doing all my work. I'm like, God bless weed and America, even though I'm Canadian. God bless Canada. So much pain, okay? So much pain. And I have to liberate myself from this pain of my back. Honestly, want to shoot myself sometimes. Okay. So, strength, judgment, high priestess. It's like somebody I feel like somebody steps forward. I don't know, maybe this is just going to be somebody you meet. You know, I always try to figure out, like, how exactly is this going to happen? I don't fucking know. It's going to happen differently for everybody, but I feel like this is just going to be somebody. This is like, you know, meeting you or you meeting them or, you know, this collaboration, whatever this is, okay, it's leading to, like, almost an infinity and beyond because there's no end to it, you know? So it can go for as long as you want it to go. That's what you decide. And that's what liberates you. Hey, there's that word again. That's what liberates you with this judgment. Is finding the strength. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you're going to find the strength to challenge your ex-wife or something, or challenge the money that's going out, or how this person is using you or something like that, and you end up winning. And then while you're in the, you know, Supreme Court, you know, your next opportunity is there. Because, like, somebody takes a hard hit. Okay, this 10 of Swords, like, somebody takes a hard hit. That's like double 10 of Swords now that have come through this reading today. That's not easy energy to deal with. That can be literally people leaving you for dead. They talked so much shit. They left so much shit behind that it hit you. Everything hit you. That's like that's like more than a slap in the face. Like, that is, you know, can be an attempted murder charge. Okay, because you didn't die. No. God's not going to let that happen. But damn, you were close. And then that could be like suicide, suicidal thoughts. That can be like slippery slope right there. Of people just doing you wrong. Oh my God, I was so sad. I watched this video. You know, these like short, you know, just these little short videos. And this video came up and it was about all the lives that people have lost because of social media attacks. And it is like thousands of people who have died from being bullied on social media. Because and it is sad. Like, you really have to like be fucking grounded in your shit. Because the way that people can talk to you and treat you, they will all of a sudden treat you like you are nothing. Like, you didn't just give them 10 years of your life. Like, they don't know you anymore. And all of a sudden you look at them like, I don't think I know you anymore. Like, what the fuck? Like, people can turn. And it's a sad world out there because people turn for, you know, the most cowardly of reasons. And which is even worse, you know, like, if you're going to turn on me, at least turn on me because I fucking did something to you. Don't turn on me because you did something and I reacted. Like, because that's abusive, right? That's narcissistic. Fucking look at this. Another spider. Double spider today. As I'm looking at my web right there on my finger, somebody got caught. And then look at what's beside it. Somebody's feet are on fire. Which means somebody lied. Daughter of Pentacles in reverse. I do feel like something is revolving around money here. Okay. But luckily it's not, they don't just get your money. Okay, they don't. And I love that people think that they can, and it, you know, they lose a lot of money and you lose a lot of money trying to debunk that. Their theory on they can just do whatever they want. Someone's going to get a fucking rude awakening. Okay. And it sucks because sometimes, again, like, you don't want to be the bad guy, but you have to pull this inner strength out of your ass, you know, like, I mean, standing up for yourself is not a dick move. Okay? That's like the only thing you can do. If you can't stand up for yourself, who the fuck are you standing up for? You're going to stand up for the other guy on the other team? Probably not. Okay? So whoever this devil in reverse is, somebody can't control themselves. Okay? And that's why they keep putting you in a position, because they have no control. So they make you pay for that. And I think it's feelings. Oh my gosh. Okay. Remember I told you I had not even done the movie yet, and there's already an analogy coming through. Where that one guy, so okay, I don't know their names, but there's the two guys that robbed everybody that was playing this poker game or something like that, okay? So basically the movie is about these two guys who robbed these other guys, okay? And one of those guys, okay, he is talking about how he banged this chick so hot. She showed up, she was naked, blah, blah, blah. And then after we finished doing it and I get off of her, she goes, I want to kill myself. Oh my God. And then the other guy goes, don't they all say that? It's called mental instability, people. And let me tell you, everybody's full of it. Okay? So I don't know if this is the X or something, but like somebody, is very, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh as if somebody's mental state is to be laughed at, okay, by any means. But I feel like, that sometimes when women do that, it's a lie. Okay? I had an ex-boyfriend lie to me about that shit after I broke up with him and I left him. And all of a sudden he's there calling me up. He called like 40 times. I was at the bar. And I finally look at my phone. I'm like, fucking this guy called me so many times. So finally I pick up the phone and I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, I'm going to kill myself right now if you don't come. What do? Oh, let me finish my drink. No. I got the fuck out of there mad quick. And you know what he didn't do? You know what he did do? Tried to fuck me, as per usual. And then I think I just fucking sat there while he fell asleep. I was like, I'm never doing this again. But like, how do you call that bluff? Like, that's a bluff and a half. You want to call somebody on that shit that they're not going to kill themselves. Like, but the thing is a lot of times if they call and they say they're going to do something, it's usually because they don't want to. Because people who generally do want to off themselves, they don't make no phone calls. They go in silence. So the ones who reach out, they're reaching out for a reason. So it's not necessarily something that you want to just take lightly, because why are they saying it? That's really what you want to get down to. Like, why are you saying that? Because that's not something that you should just say. That's something that needs to be taken very seriously. Like, you could call the cops. Like, I technically could have called 911 and sent them to the house, and I didn't even have to do nothing. But obviously I knew that it wasn't as dangerous as what I thought it was, even though when I was on the way to his house, I was a little bit freaking out. Like, I remember driving down the highway like a little faster than what I usually drive down the highway. And I was, a little bit like anxious trying to get there, because I didn't know, because he was violent and he was really fucked up and he did have his demons. So I didn't know what that was going to be then, right? So it's like, you want to be, think that it's nothing and be all cocky about it. Like, don't be like my father, who turns a blind eye to everything because he wants to put his wife on a pedestal. And everything is about his wife. And if you even try to contact him, then you're just trying to contact him really, just for fucking drama. And that's not at all why I try to contact him. So now I don't contact him at all, because I'm not trying to be a spoiler alert. Things that happen in life shouldn't be, oh, you're trying to ruin my night. Oh, look at now you're trying to ruin this. Why? I just told you the truth. I said I needed your help. How did that just ruin your fucking day? I'm not trying to rain on your parade, okay? But people are full of shit, okay? They will try to rain on your parade. They will try to take something away from you. They will call you on the day that you've got this presentation and say, hey, you know, can you get me to work? My car won't start. You know, like fucking freaking out. And sometimes you have to, you know, be strong. And not like strong so you kick anybody's ass. It's just mentally strong. Like, okay, I'm going to call you a cab. I'm not going to come there. I got something to do, but I'm going to make sure you're taken care of. Okay? Something like that. Like, you know, like possibly find an alternative. If this person tries to rain on your parade, you know, like call your buddies. I remember back in the day when my sister was married, something happened to her on the highway, and her husband was, you know, like an hour and a half away. He was in the city. So he called his friend. And he said, oh my God, please, can you go pick up my wife? She's like, obviously he didn't say wife. He said, you know, her name, and, you know, she's trapped. This is her number, you know, call her right now. And he called her and he was like, hey, I'm coming to get you right now. And she was like, seriously? And he's like, yeah, you know, Dan called me. I'm coming to get you. Like, you can, you use the help of other people, right? Like, because if you know that somebody is just doing to see you, okay, and you want to cut that because it's too emotional when you see them, you don't want to see them because you want to move on, but you're not just going to leave them because you're not an asshole, right? Then start sending somebody else. Because eventually, if they don't get to see you and they don't get the attention because you give it to them in a different way, I feel like they're going to lose at the game, you know, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. Not like you want to be a coward or anything, because I don't think that's the case either. But I mean, you can only say, listen, we're broken up, or we're separated. I can't help you. The whole point of us breaking up and moving on is to move on. I can't move on if you keep calling me. I can't move on if you keep using me as your mechanic, or using me as, you know, the person that fucking, you know, comes and picks you up at 3 a.m, right? Because you locked your keys out of your car or something. You know, it seems like this person is not like the brightest person. I don't know if they do it purposely or if they really are just blonde, you know, because I don't want to say that it's blonde, but you know, that mentality of like just dumb, you know, just like not thinking in the moment and not paying attention in the moment. So they get themselves in these jams. Well, don't let it be your fucking problem anymore, because technically they could be doing it as their locomotive to get back into your life. And that's fucked up. That's hidden motive. And that shit's freaky. Okay, that's freaky. Oh, look, it was on the bottom of the deck. The sun. The good old sun comes out at the end of the reading to let us know it is here and shining down. All right? You don't have to be a dick to get rid of somebody. You can be honest with them. Sometimes you just gotta shut it down with a little bit of force, you know. 59-50. Oh, my teeth are so sensitive today for some reason. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do one more pull here, and then that's it. I feel like there's one more reading sitting on the tip of my tongue. Justice, first card out. Okay, then we have the Moon. And we have the Lovers. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Nurturer, or the Master of Coins, which would be the King of Cups, represented as a feminine energy. I mean, Libra, Pisces, Gemini, starting off this reading. And then the Master of Coins. Okay, so I feel like there's justice in a situation coming where where you use your intuition, where you needed to not all the answers were there. You kind of just are led blindly, knowing that if you make the right moves, your life will change. Okay, while the scales are the scales are balanced, and the lovers comes face to face with each other. Okay, which is a balancing act. I don't know, it seems like possibly the King of Coins is the one that has to put these lovers together. Because it's possible that these are two sides, where one has financial independence, the other has like justice, karma. I mean, and that's a lot of relationships. One has money, one partner has money, the other one doesn't, right? There's those relationships, and then there's the relationships where it's 50-50. And then there's, the relationships where, one person makes money, like they both make money, they both have they both have bank accounts, and they don't really share anything. They kind of just are together. So there's, a couple different, obviously, styles of relationship when it comes to money, okay, or when it comes to, just styles out there. And some people, if they've been together their whole lives, their money is just their money, right? They grew it together, and it doesn't matter if one was at home while the other one was at work. It's a team, right? A team is a team, and that's just the way that cookie crumbles for some people. Okay, so I feel like on one side of this, somebody is pretty stable, right? They're walking their walk, talking their talk. They know how to make money, and at the same time, I'm looking at this frog. I'm wondering why the hell they got a frog on her. And then I remembered, if you ever seen that movie Jurassic Park way back in the day, frogs can change sex in a same-sex environment. Okay? So the fact that the Mastery of Coins is feminine, right? Because there is no real dominant roles in tarot, but we have to label them some way just to give character to people. But the feminine and masculine roles, as anybody knows, you have a masculine and a feminine inside your body. Whether or not you're feminine, you still have masculine. If you're masculine, you still have feminine, right? So this person, I feel like this person, I feel like they don't care. They don't see women, if they have money, they don't see women with money as more powerful than them, right? I think they see everybody as equal. Okay, they just have something that some people don't have, but to them that doesn't matter. They don't, like some people, they use money to differentiate themselves. They want to be, they want to be better. They feel like if they've got money, status, they're better than other people. They want to look better. They want to show off. Their whole intent is to make other people with less money look weak. Okay, this person doesn't feel that way. This person is more or less kind of like, well, you get what you get, you have what you have, and they're hearing the call, which means that money is not, if anything, like this might only work because this person has money, because this other person might not have what this other person has. Okay, so if one person doesn't have it, then they're screwed. But this other person has something else. And there was this dream that I had not too long ago, and I was trapped at this crossroads, and my father wouldn't let me go anywhere. And I met up with this man who I knew back in the day, and he said to me, he's like, what are you doing standing here? And I was like, my dad won't let me move. And he's like, what do you mean? And I said, he's making me pay $100. And if I don't pay this $100, he's not going to let me move. And he knows I don't have any money. So he knows that I'm stuck here. And this guy pulls out his wallet. He has like a stack of hundreds in his wallet. And he goes, here. And I go, well, I can't take it. Like, you have to give it to my father. So then all of a sudden my father appeared and he gave the $100 bill to my father. And my dad was kind of like mad about it. And I go, thank God, like now I can move. But then karmically, I owed that person money for now paying my father. So I said to him, I'm like, I can't pay you back. Clearly, you know I have no money. So like, what is it that you need? I said to him, and he goes, I need energy. And I go, that's it? Like that's what you need? He goes, I need energy. So we did this exchange. He gave my father $100. I gave him energy. I like held on to him in the dream. I transferred this energy. And for like the next couple days after that, I remember being really tired. And I knew that that was my exchange. I knew that I was tired for a reason because I had given this person energy. And it was okay because at the time, the contract that I was running for work really didn't need me. So I remember being like, oh my God, I was so lethargic. I had to sleep, but I was okay with it because I knew that once again, my father had made somebody pay a debt and I didn't owe him any money. I don't owe my father any money. I don't know if he's telling people that I owe him money. I do not owe him anything. And if anything, he torments me. And I think that he uses the fact that he's, you know, somewhat of, I don't know, some type of big shot, that he uses that status against me and calls me a lowlife that steals from him. When in reality, according to my dreams, he's the one that steals from me. Okay. So you never know why people in 3D don't have money. Don't just assume, or try not to just assume that there's some lazy piece of shit that doesn't want to work. They could, like, because this is all mission. This is shit beyond us. Anything that we can possibly comprehend. They could, in another dimension, be working so hard and somebody's taking all their money. And no matter what they do, no matter how hard they try, they cannot make it in 3D because of this constant witchcraft. And you think that, well, witchcraft is not really that blah, blah, blah. Like, how could it be that, you know, how could it be that simple? How can you just say that it's something? Trust me. Bad luck doesn't just come out of nowhere. Okay, it's created. Look at that, 2 of Cups. Again with this face-to-face. Face-to-face is something. Cosmic seed. Ooh, there it is. We are one step away from the world, from finally moving on for good. Actually, I'm pretty sure that the world is number 21. Cosmic seed is after. So they made an extra card. They made a 22nd card, Major Arcana. I never even realized that. I wonder if I have the box. I knew I would have the box, but where's the motherfucking guide, bitch? Okay, well, there goes that idea. But anyways, I was going to read about that. But it's going to take me forever to try to find that book. Yeah, right. Anyways, I just figured out something that I did not see in this deck ever before. I did not realize that was number 21. I took the Cosmic Seed as Judgment. So, tisk, 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 Whitney, tisk, tisk, tisk. The Hangman and the 9 of Cups. Hangman in reverse. 4 of Cups, 2 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so This to me kind of seems like somebody's getting the call, you know, like somebody's getting the call. And it's about to crack this case wide open, okay? They're going to get this call about you. And it's something I think they haven't thought about for a long time. And once they, I mean, I feel like there was some type of offer that possibly they did not take in the past. And there's no sense of like trying to even elaborate if they regret that or not, because it doesn't matter if they regret not doing something in the past. All that matters is that they're getting off their ass and doing something about it now. Okay? Because maybe they know that they have to stop playing victim or screaming for help when they have the ability to just fucking stand up and walk away. It's like people can't listen to them cry wolf anymore. Maybe that's what they're doing, you know, cry wolf all the time, acting like they're in this death-defying part of their life or part of the story, and no one's helping them and nobody will help them, okay? And it's like, get your fucking ass up, stand up, okay? Be a man, walk forward. Do what you've got to do, okay? Or be a woman, you know, step into your energy. Do what you need to do. There's no point in dwelling on this past. There's no point in thinking all the things that you could have had while you were, you know, hanging in your misery, right? The thing is that the opportunity is still there, and it's whether or not you want it now. It's whether or not you hear the call. You can't bitch about something that you wanted in the past that suddenly comes back to you and now you won't look at. Like now you're going to jump through hoops or do something for you when it came back for you. That's the whole point, is that it came back for you. What else do you want it to do? Like, that's fucking rude, you know? Like, how much do you want it to do, really? It already came back. So there's this huge sense of somebody, you know, because it's different for everybody. In one sense, with somebody needs to get off their high horse, apologize, and realize that majority of whatever it is they're putting you through is their fault and their fault only, okay? And in another sense, somebody, you know, possibly from the other reading got kicked really down, okay? And it's really hard for them to think about doing something again and putting themselves in that position again, even though they want it. It doesn't mean that they're going to take it, because that's the thing, is nothing is guaranteed, right? We pass, we meet, we come across people every day, and whether or not they choose to stay in our lives is all in our effort. It's how much we decide to give. And if we don't want to, then we lose our relationships, right? But they're a two-way street. How can you blame somebody for doing something that you possibly could have avoided yourself? Do I know somebody with a wide jaw and a light beard? No. I don't really know anybody with beards, to be honest. Anybody that I know has dark beards. Dark. Always dark hair. Dark. Light beard. So would it be like a gray beard then? Probably. It could probably be a gray beard. But even still, no. No. And a wide jaw? No. Wide jaw. Why? Is it my secret lover? Is it my secret man with the wide jaw? Yeah, you're psychic too, right, Danny? I forget. I'm pretty sure you've told me. You can see things or something? No, not gray. Oh, okay. Well, then no. No, I don't know anybody with blonde hair, really. No. Blondes are not really... No. No. I'm like really trying to think for you. Not in my past, not anybody that I've met. No. Why do you say it comes up for me? Like you see me, like, and you see this person? I mean, I guess sometimes we don't really know how our gifts work. But I wonder why. Like, is he like, do you see anything else about him? Like, is he a big person? Is he small? Is he skinny? My sister's ex, he was a ginger, but he has a red beard. That's the only person that I know in my life that has a beard. Yeah. Weird. I don't know. Maybe I have a secret admirer who thinks about me all the time that's got a blonde. No, it's not red, thank God. Because my sister's ex-husband, he has haunted me for years. I had to do this Reiki session the other day. Get this. So I'm pretty sure my sister's ex-husband has been like haunting me. And so finally she was at work. And I was like, I couldn't like get this man out of my head. He was like yelling at me and scoffing at me and kicking dirt at me and just the worst energy possible. And I said, okay, I do Reiki sessions. Obviously I talk about alchemy healing. So I was like, hey, I'm going to turn on alchemy healing, and I'm going to, she put up this reading the other day of, it was like an open Reiki session. So he said, oh, thank God. No, I'm pretty sure I caught the witch. Anyways, oh, I just totally forgot what I was talking about. What the fuck was I just talking about? Oh my God, it just totally left me. Oh yeah, the Reiki session. So I did, yeah, she put up a Reiki session and just said, allow the intention to be yours, whatever the intention you want to be, use this. And I like wrote this huge thing out, and I was like, he is the enemy. I wrote his like name and his birthday and his parents' name. And I was like, this is the enemy. This person has been blocking me. And then the power went out. I was so tired. Like, that Reiki session actually made me pass out right after. I was exhausted. While I was sleeping, while I was passed out, this thunderstorm came out of fucking no, there was nothing wrong. This is what's weird. The thunderstorm happened yesterday, but the Reiki session I did was the day before. And the fucking power just went out middle of the day. I'm like sleeping, I'm having a nap on my bed. All the fans are going, and then boom, dead silence. I sit up and I'm like, what the fuck? How midday power out? I grab my phone right away, call my tenant, my manager, tenant person, my supervisor, whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like, the fucking power is out. He's at work. Turns out I go outside. Thank God the streetlights were out. So they had the power fixed. Oh man, the power was probably out for like 2 hours. And I'm pretty sure it happened right after I did that fucking Reiki session, removing him from my life. It was as if he was so angry that he caught my power. Like, we don't lose the power here. I talked to my landlord about it, because when we lost the power in the winter during the ice storm, the great ice storm of 2025, fucking lost power for like almost 2 weeks. And my superintendent was like, this never happens. We never lose power. That's not what this, and sure enough, we lose it again. You can use the road, the power of ways. I don't know what that means, Danny. I can use the road? Have you seen that movie, The Road? It's terrifying. It's about what happens if the apocalypse happens. Oh my God, it's so freaky. Who's it got in it again? Seeger. Oh, or that guy from The Lord of the Rings. Strider. Anyways, I don't know what the heck you mean, Danny. Anyways, if you're feeling something on you, something freaky, something heavy, fucking Reiki session that shit out of you. Honestly, I never believed in Reiki. I didn't really know. I thought it was like mumbo jumbo, people just trying to take your money. No, it's like one of the most powerful forms of healing in the entire world. Like, I don't know how fucking people do it, but it's definitely a skill that I would want to learn for sure. Next time you can watch this Reiki session on the road, the power of ways. Honestly, like, I don't know, man. I don't understand this world. I don't understand the people in it. I don't understand jack shit. But you know what I do understand? How to read tarot cards. And how to serve a mean table within 5 minutes or less. You know, I have my skills, okay? They're far and few, but they are incredible. I'm going to pee. 121.49. It's getting super hot in my bedroom, and I don't want it to get any more hotter. So I'm going to peace out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. I hope it resonated. Private readings, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. Those take a few days to process. And thanks for liking the video. 3 people. Ooh, ooh. Our lives have massively gone down now that everybody has a life during the day and it's summer. Of course, if I did this in the middle of the night, I'm sure everybody would watch. But honestly, you know me, I don't really care about popularity. So it's about energy, not views. So obviously, like I say, if you can be a part of the lives when there's like very little energy that are there, then you tend to get pushed to the front of the line with your questions you want to ask. So send those telepathic questions into me. I am in receiving mode as usual. I will help you all where and when I can. And either I will be back tonight or tomorrow. Peace. Thanks for being here, Danny. Kick ass. See ya, bud.